Hello and welcome to the filler segment. I am your host Brian, alongside the Real Deal Richmond. Thanks for tuning in today, guys. Today's episode we will cover WWE's Netflix premiere and all the craziness that happened during the show. Before we crack on with today's episode, just a reminder how you can support us on the podcast on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, X, and Twitch. So, Rich. Last Monday they had the premiere of Netflix for WWE.
Yep.
Which now they also, I looked last night, they have actually they've uploaded other catalogs to it.
Nice. So I'm guessing
they had like
from Peacock then.
all the Raws, I think, just about, and the top 10 best moments in Raw and stuff like that, different episodes.
Okay.
There's and different superstars, like they have all of Stone Cold Raw's best moments for on the first episode of the 25 best people, I guess, in Raw or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it was off the top of my head.
There's more wrestling to watch. I ain't mad at it.
Yeah, so they have that. They're starting their catalog there on Netflix is starting to pick up. But we're gonna get on with the show today, guys. So we had Raw kicked off on Monday night. Triple H opened up the show, cut a promo, got new ring canvas.
Yeah.
Which are no?
I was
SmackDown does too.
And I was just getting ready to allude to that. I'm not feeling the blue canvas on SmackDown, and I'm not feeling all of the ads, but I know you got to pay your bills.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't like seeing nobody count the lights laying across a Fortnite sign, but you know, it is what it is.
Okay.
It was one particular advertisement that I really couldn't stand to look at for the whole show, but we'll get to that later. Adult beverage promotion.
But
we'll
that you went to the, or you ran to the store and bought you a 6-pack.
Poured it right down the sink too. No, I'm not.
I wouldn't. You're giving that guy money if you do that.
It's gonna stay right there on the shelf. I am not drinking no PBR with that asshole's face on it. I'm sorry, because that's really, from what I understand, is really all it is PBR with his face on it. But I don't know. I'm not a beer drinker anyway. But
yeah,
it's gonna take some getting used to. I was really I don't know, maybe feeling like they should have went red with the canvas for Raw because SmackDown's is blue. But I mean, it works, but it's gonna take some getting used to.
Well, and they went to the refs have a new shirt.
Yeah, they were wearing them on SmackDown too. But
the black ones, I like them.
Yeah, those are pretty cool.
They went away from the traditional ones.
Yeah. I mean, although, like, when they went Saturday Night's Main Event, they had the blue with the bow ties, like in the 80s and all of that. But yeah, I mean, it was a welcome change. I think the new referee shirts are pretty cool. If they was on shop, I probably wouldn't buy one, but it was pretty cool.
Right.
But a lot of welcome changes. You know, it's good that they're doing fresh new stuff, even if it's on a smaller scale. It's real good that they're doing fresh new stuff.
So, you know, they kicked it off Triple H, and here comes your boy, The Rock.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he cut the promo, gave Cody some flowers. What?
I don't know. I don't really know how I feel about that. Like, you spent all last year of your year in WWE beefing with this dude, and then all of a sudden you're dressed in character, but your promo is given board of directors. You know what I'm saying? Like, you were dressed as the final boss, but Dwayne was cutting the promo. Like, I don't know if there's a swerve coming. It would. I mean, I would hope so, but maybe it was just done so it could kind of add more fuel to the Cody Kevin situation right now. But I mean, it wasn't a bad.
I don't think
he went there.
I don't think we're having Rock at WrestleMania either.
No.
Now,
no,
because of all that.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it. Again, unless there's a swerve coming, but the direction that they're going in, I'm pretty sure everybody's reading online, and I think that they're going to try to go with Roman and your main man Pepsi Phil for Mania, and whoever wins the Rumble is going to get Cody, whoever that
is. Probably Cena.
Yeah, unless Roman wins and he goes after Gunther, I don't know. I don't know. And this is really the part about being a professional wrestling fan that I love is that you just never know. It makes you tune
well,
in.
we'll know soon.
Soon, yeah, but like right now, today, we don't know.
Because WWE is the worst kept secret with they are.
With everything. They can't hold water, man. They cannot hold water.
No, they weren't. Penta was the worst kept secret they had.
Mm-hmm. And he got pushed back a week. Rebecca Hogan.
I'm just saying, but you coming out the Penta thing is like they come on showing his mask. Everybody knows that it's his mask. Do something else, like something they wouldn't know who it was.
Like TNA
just like a TNA, we got
with the 23 thing. Yeah, we still don't know.
It'll be revealed soon.
Yeah. Hopefully not too much.
Okay.
Because I'm on the edge of my seat with this one.
You know, so The Rock come out said he was going to be front stage, right, for this bloodline, tribal rules, whatever. I don't remember. Tribal combat. Yeah, rules. Did he sit front side or did he go back?
He left and then he came back at the end of the match to put the Ulafala on Roman. He took it from.
No, I know that, but so he didn't say front side the whole time.
No,
ringside the whole time, like he said he was.
Yeah, he didn't come out until the match was over. He wasn't there and I was expecting him to come out during the match, but that kind of would have caused some stirs. Like, ooh, what is he out there for? Is he gonna screw Roman over, or what's gonna happen? Is he gonna get involved, or I don't know. It was like his involvement last Monday was just real odd to me. You know, it was kind of like he was, like I said, he was dressed as the final boss, but he was acting as if he was in his board of directors role. But
well, he is.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, but it was more Dwayne than it was The Rock to me on Monday.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking, because he did say the final boss and he went backstage, had tequila and stuff and all that, but we'll get into that. But they also kicked it off. You had the tribal combat match between Solo and Roman, which we all thought the way it was going to go. It went with Roman defeating and becoming the tribal chief now. I don't know really where it's going to go with these guys after this. So, I mean...
Yeah, Solo's supposed to be back on SmackDown next on this upcoming Friday. So we'll see. This match kind of gave me WrestleMania vibes with all of the run-ins and stuff like that. Kind of like how Roman and Cody ended with wins and the interference, and you kind of you didn't really know what was going to happen. It wasn't a bad match for them going one-on-one the first time. Like, I think they gave us just enough. Definitely going to have another one. They're not done. They're not done. I don't think the Ulafala is going to be up for grabs anymore. You can't really treat that like an actual title. So, but it wasn't a bad match. I didn't think it was it was kind of long, but again, you gotta get the eyes on the product.
I don't think it was that long.
You don't think it was? I thought it was a little over 20 minutes, wasn't it?
Hold on a second. I got it. Yeah, maybe, but that's still not long for a tribal combat match.
Yeah, you're right. But I mean, because it wasn't on pay-per-view either. The first one was with Roman and Jay. That was on.
I mean, and it is like it basically it is a pay-per-view because you're on Netflix.
Yeah, but it opened the show as opposed to
anything goes. It seems like
right, because there's no they're not having any like set time length of time for the show. So I read somewhere that some shows could be 40 minutes, some shows could be 4 hours. I'd be pissed.
They're not going to be no 40 minutes.
I'd be so mad if I watched the Raw and it was only 40 minutes. I'd be pissed off.
Yeah, it went 21 minutes and 30 seconds.
That's good enough for an opening match. That's.
Then everybody and their mama came out.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So I think everybody and their mama came out, and it just, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, like I said,
same thing at WrestleMania.
Yeah, it definitely gave me Mania vibes toward the end. But it was a solid match. If I had to give it a grade, I'd probably say 7.5 out of 10 because of the circumstances and like when they did it and things of that nature. But
right.
I mean, I'm glad that it did happen. I'm glad that Solo is no longer tribal chief. Like he and not for any like negative reason. Like he did great from April to now. He pretty much held it down in that role, and Solo really showed a lot of people that maybe Roman was wrong. Maybe he is ready, and I think he is. I think you.
Yeah, but it's they didn't book him as strong as they should
No,
have.
like during this whole Tribal Chief run of hit. No,
Yeah,
they really didn't. But at the same time, he he wasn't booked much differently than Roman was, just not as strong. Like as far
but
as
if you're supposed to
having
be
backup.
in charge of the strongest group in the game right now,
Mm-hmm.
right? Hear me out. And you're taking L's, and you're not having you didn't win a title or nothing.
Good point.
They booked Jacob stronger than him, and he's supposed to be the leader.
Well, I mean, as they should have, because Jacob's a better. I feel like Jacob's a better worker. I mean, Solo probably has a little more experience because Jacob was locked up, but Jacob in ring is just, he goes without saying, man. Like that dude, there's nobody. I don't care in his family, in the industry. He's one of a kind, man. He's one on one, and as long as
Well, I don't think he ever got a shot really. If this bloodline thing never kicked off, I don't think he would have got a shot in WWE.
No, not at all, not at all. He kind of
because they weren't really bringing in more family members, really.
They weren't. But I mean, this was the perfect time, and he came along at the perfect time. And if they keep letting him cut promos, it's really not much choice. You got to do something with the dude because he has it. He has everything. He can cut.
Is he going to become the? Is he going to turn on Solo? You think and
join Roman?
Become the? No, not join Roman, but maybe try to start his own bloodline.
He doesn't need it though. That's the thing about it. Like unless you
Why doesn't he need it?
Because I mean, what for? He can handle his own. He don't really need.
Yeah, but he's gonna have a little group with him. You know what I'm saying? But when his the other brother comes over, the tall brother, if he ever comes over.
Yeah, and then you got Lance down there in NXT, and
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and Zilla, like it's only a matter of time before Zilla shows up. He's almost he's pretty much wrapping up his work with Booker T, and usually Booker T. He has a lot of his students end up.
I don't even want to talk
at the PC.
Man, I don't want to talk about that. What happened, man?
I'm not even talking about that. I mean, I know you got excited.
Why would you put a young kid over, man?
I know you got excited when your boy came out, but
why wouldn't he Booker T? I'm sorry, I'm getting off top subject, but why wouldn't Booker just put him over, man?
Because I don't think it's time. I don't think it's time yet.
Booker T is 60 years old, man.
He is. You're right, but that's also his promotion. So that's his.
I know, but that's the only reason.
Yeah, and like I completely disagreed with how they did it. It was supposed to be 1-on-1, and you made this dude run the gauntlet, and you bought Flop Dollar out there for no damn reason,
and now they're gonna be now he has to do another match, right?
I don't.
They said afterwards.
I didn't see. I didn't know where to.
It was on the video you sent me.
I didn't watch it all the way through. I'll just be sending stuff like. Hey,
oh, okay.
Interesting. There you go. The Booker T. I can't listen to.
Booker I watched that last night before you sent it to me. I saw it last night.
The match itself.
That video.
Okay. Yeah, I can't listen to Booker T talk too much. He kind of gets under my skin.
Yeah, and now since we're talking about this, since we're on the Raw subject about the announcing, you got Cole, you got Pat, right? Good with that. You got Joe, you got Wade, and now Corey Graves, man.
I just hope he didn't piss nobody off to end up in the situation that he's in. I kind of also really hope that they moved him so they can transition Booker T out.
No, he's right there next to him.
I know, but NXT doesn't need 3 guys. I would much rather listen to Vic Joseph and Corey Graves every week than Booker T.
Well, you're not.
I know. Unfortunately,
Booker's there.
Sadly, yes. So I'll be watching NXT damn near on mute for the time being.
I'm glad they're doing different shows except for the Performance Center now. Thank goodness, man. They're going to different places.
Yeah, I mean, and you had to build up to that. You definitely got to build up to that. It's going to help with exposure, which is a huge plus. So I'm happy about that too.
Yeah, I'm very happy about that. So I think what's the next one? Is it DC or Atlanta? One of them. They're going to Center Stage, or they're going to Center Stage, whatever it's called.
Yeah, but I think DC is next for something next month. I believe, but I think it's in DC.
No, and they're going to the Atlanta one, that GCW, that TNA, that who else goes there? MLW.
Yep, and that's perfect because those other promotions, they pretty much get crowds the same size as what an NXT crowd would be if they were at the PC or anywhere else. And like we were talking about last week with TK going to the smaller venues, because when they do their PLEs, they're in 10,000 plus seat arenas too. So that's kind of becoming like the model, which is smart, which is super smart. As long as you got eyes on you on TV, then you should be good.
TK's not going to Center Stage in Atlanta.
No. But I'm saying like the smaller venues, though, because Center Stage.
I think that place only holds between 750 and 1,000 people,
and that's perfect for NXT. That's perfect for NXT.
Yeah, but they had almost 1,800 people in LA.
Mm-hmm. It was Shrine is a bigger place. They have like the award, Golden Globes, Oscars, stuff like that, award shows and stuff like that there. So,
and I think the one in DC is a little bit bigger too.
I don't know what the venue is in DC.
I think it's over 1,000 at least.
Okay. Yeah, but
so
I'm just kind of hoping that Graves didn't get in trouble and got bumped all the way down. But I mean, that's where he got to start. That's where he got to start. Some of his best commentary came when he was doing NXT. Because I believe he was on there with Morrow and Percy Watson, and they were good. Them three, they were really good together. That dynamic was real balanced. I miss Morrow so much, man. He was so fun to listen to with his hip hop references and stuff like that. Morrow was great, and him and Corey fed off each other. Kind of gave me that J.R. King Gorilla Brain vibe. But I mean, Graves is a professional. He's good at what he does, so I really feel like he'll thrive back down there at NXT. And you never know, man. You never know. Who knows?
They got to be like a slap in the face, man.
Yes and no. But who knows how long Tesla?
You got guys that have been in the business, and you got guys. Listen, you got guys that he's been in the business for years, and you got guys coming from other areas that taking over your commentary. That's what I meant.
Yeah, I feel you there. Because Pat, kind of.
I don't think Wade's not better than him.
Then Corey Graves, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I mean, but him and Joe Flo.
Joe Flo, they're not bad. And I'm glad that they're not just leaving Tessitore to do pre and post shows because they didn't bring him on for that. So SmackDown will be a pretty good show for him to be on, and him and Wade can kind of do what they do. But like I was saying, they're making it like true A, true B. Like they're putting all like the top people on Raw, and then having your second tier guys do SmackDown as they should, because Raw's the flagship show, so you wanna put your best team on your best show. But I really feel like Graves could have stuck around and done the 3-man with Pat and Cole, and kind of.
I agree on that.
I feel like it really would have worked.
Yeah, but then we had John come out, kind of like talking about I shouldn't. I knew it was going, but I'm too old to be the champion. I'm not going to be the champion anymore. I don't have it. But it was just for him to announce that he's going to enter the Royal Rumble.
And I saw it coming because when we were texting, that's what I said. I said he's about to announce it. He's entering the Rumble, and and that's, I'm perfectly fine with that. Lucas Oil is a huge stadium. He's going to get the biggest damn pop. Have him enter in the 20s though. You don't want him out there too long. 25 to 30. I honestly feel like it should come down to him and Randy to see who's going to win to see who's going to win their third, and kind of maybe set that up for something for them down the line. But I was hyped, man. I was super hyped during Cena's promo on Monday. Andre was super hyped during Cena's promo on Monday. So it was really good to see, man. And I'm, like we was talking about last week, I'm just super excited for this. Excuse me, for this farewell tour. And now it's officially underway. So hopefully John has a good showing in the Rumble. I wouldn't mind if he won. I wouldn't be upset if he won. But the promo was very spirited. It was very. I feel like he was shooting a little bit, just a little bit on himself as far as like where he stands, but it wasn't too time consuming. It wasn't like throw him out there to kind of eat up the clock. It was very like I said, it was very spirited. I enjoyed it.
He needed more time than The Rock did. That's my thing.
Of course.
Yeah.
The Rock.
This guy's going on his farewell tour, right? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And somebody just needs the spotlight, I guess. Does he really need it? No. He wants the spotlight.
He wants it, yeah. And he pissed Obafemi off on Tuesday too. So that's one dude I ain't trying to get on his bad side at all. But you're right. He did need a little bit more time than The Rock, because his involvement now on screen is more important than what The Rock is doing.
Yeah.
I just don't want The Rock to kind of fall into that mode of the red and yellow man where you're seeking the attention, and because you're a big star, you feel like you have to be the biggest star everywhere you go. Put somebody else over, man. It's time for you to.
But I think he is, because he's same thing with he's doing with, what was it? He went to NXT and stole the spotlight too, like you were saying. Yeah. Did he need to? No,
absolutely not. Absolutely not. And they could have put him on at the beginning of the show. You didn't have to save him to the end. You did not.
Right.
You didn't even have to have him go, because what was his promo for at NXT? Like, what did he come out there and talk about? Nothing.
You know what? Why they did it? To get more eyes on the product.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what you do.
And we didn't even have. And they missed a bit. The ratings for that, they didn't even get LA. Because they didn't show it because of the wildfires.
Yeah. I think I did see some of the Rock's promo. I believe that time constraints may have cut him short. But
I didn't watch it. No. I watched the match and then I cut it off.
You didn't watch
it? Because I had to rewatch it.
Okay.
Because I had to watch it on demand because it's just wasn't showing, and I was like, okay, whatever.
You think
I'll try to catch it the next day. And
you think The Rock was the one that took out Eddie Thorpe? You think he has something to do with Thorpe getting banged up before the match?
No.
No, you don't think so?
No. I just thought Rock was trying to get more eyes on the product.
As he should have. It's part of his job. Definitely part of his job. But wrap it up. Let's make this quick.
I know.
Let's make this quick.
He took too much time, man.
He really did.
Okay. Then we went into the Rhea and Liv Morgan, which I was very disappointed in that match.
Yeah, it could have been a lot better. And it was supposed to be last woman standing. And again, because The Rock took all of the time in the world, and they had to.
They did say that. They were advertising that.
Advertised as last woman standing. That's why I was so excited about it. And that's why.
Bro, that match only went 11 minutes and 40 seconds.
See? People talking too much. But with this though, with this title change, what do you what direction do you go in now? Like, do you end it? Do you wrap it up with Rhea and Liv and kind of transition?
It's going to be Rhea and Rebecca Hogan, probably.
So?
Yeah,
I would rather see, because they might be saving Charlotte for Tiffany Stratton. I would much rather see
Tiffany Stratton. She's just holding the belt until Charlotte comes back. I bet.
Yeah. But I would much rather see Becky Lynch and Tiffany Stratton than Rhea and Becky Lynch. I just don't.
You want to have another WrestleMania with Rhea and?
Well, Rhea. No, not Rhea and Charlotte. It don't necessarily.
I mean, somebody's gonna have to say. Who's she going to wrestle at WrestleMania? That's what I meant.
Well, I mean, they're pushing Bayley somewhat right now. She's got a title shot coming up.
Yeah, but that's just going to be to fill time, man.
Yeah.
We got to see who wins the Women's World Rumble too first. They might be saving Rebecca Hogan for that.
I don't want her to win another one. She don't need to win another one.
Well, we ain't the guys. We got the pen in the paper.
I have the book. You are absolutely right.
So. With that, I think she's probably going to come back at the Royal Rumble, just like she came back on the SummerSlam against Bianca. And I want to know what's going on with this Bianca and
Jade and Naomi.
Is Naomi officially the tag team champion now, or is she just fill in?
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? Because remember when Chelsea and them had it, right? Mm-hmm. And she got to pick somebody else.
Yep.
Why are they doing that? Why don't they just do a tournament?
Yeah, have them.
One of them back in the day, they used to make them relinquish it, right?
Mm-hmm. And then they would
but
go from there.
TK and them did. AEW does. What's it called? What's the one when you hold the title but you're not the champion until the other one's coming back?
Yeah, they do the interim champions.
They were doing that for a while.
Yeah, like UFC was doing.
But they didn't do it with the TNT championship after when Adam Copeland got hurt.
Yeah,
they did a tournament.
Yeah, and I think that's what you should do.
They did something.
But with the women's tag division, I don't think that there's enough to have done a tournament. You would have had way too many makeshift teams. They need more established teams. They need to go out and when you go in and recruiting your talent, find some established women's teams. But a lot of promotions don't really have women's tag team wrestling like that for them to have established teams. And I'm also still waiting, and I know it's gonna happen because they out there with you out on the West Coast. The Tonga twins, the Tongan twins, the girls. They
got to work their way up, man.
They do. But teams like that, you need established teams. But I honestly believe that Naomi did that shit. I think Naomi did it.
I don't know.
I think Naomi did it out of jealousy because she had been there, and then Jay comes in, and they kept Naomi wrestling as a singles, and it's gonna be something. It's gonna be something.
Jay has qualities written all over, but it seemed like once she came from AEW, she kind of regressed a little bit.
Yeah, I think they took too long to put her on TV after the Royal Rumble. I think they took too long to put her on TV, and I feel like she should have come through NXT. She definitely should have worked her way up through NXT like Bianca did. You didn't have to keep her there long, 7-8 months maybe, and then bring her up. But she had such a name coming from AEW.
Yeah, but if you're an AEW guy and you're we're a champion there, basically, you're not going to NXT, bro.
Ethan Page.
He wasn't champion there.
But he was established.
But he wasn't a star. He was losing left and right, man. Yeah, I mean, a star. She had a belt. She only lost one time to one person, and that's what I mean. Stuff like that.
Okay, yeah. Good point. Because Sean Spears definitely,
didn't Andrade, he came straight back, but he was been there before. Mm-hmm. Penta's going straight there. He's been champion, established performer.
Penta's also
but yeah, she needed. She could have went to. She should have went to NXT or at least trained a little bit more.
And had some matches.
But she's been on TV. She's been on TV. She knows how to do it.
Yeah. Yep.
But I think she just regressed a little bit. But maybe this time we'll get her to heel. She's really injured, so maybe this time we'll get her to heel. A little bit more training before she comes back.
Yeah, polish up.
And she has the look. She has everything. Just the mic skills ain't there yet.
And that's where, and this ain't nobody's fault because life happens. But that's where NXT is really missing Dusty. They need to. You can't really replace him, but you need to put somebody in that spot who was good at cutting promos that can teach these talents how to cut promos. I don't know at what capacity you got Bobby Roode in, but he could go down there and help them work on promos. Kenny Dykstra, who I was really surprised to see as a producer when he got kicked in the face the other night. Kenny Dykstra's still young enough to wrestle. Dude was 22 when he was doing Spirit Squad. Now he's a producer. You're not even.
Who do they say? There's word on the street that somebody else is taking over NXT.
Over Sean?
I saw. Sean was supposed to take over SmackDown. Triple H is going to do Raw. I can't remember who it was.
Was it Jason Jordan?
Heck no.
I mean, he's produced some bangers, man. He's produced some bangers on the main roster. He's produced bangers. Bobby Roode produced bangers. Michael Hayes ain't lost.
I know.
Lost a step yet.
Joseph Park has, but he didn't produce no banger between Seth Rollins and CM Punk.
No, he was the producer of that match,
which I'll get into later.
Come on, Abyss.
I was very disappointed in the match.
Yeah, if it don't involve blood and thumbtacks and tables and LED lights and
when we get to that, I will tell you, it was the same outcome in the end as he did with somebody in AEW.
Yeah, because they did the side by sides. They ended.
But we'll get into that.
We'll definitely get to that. But I do have to look
Yeah, so
who they gonna put down there in NXT if they do promote Shawn up to SmackDown.
I saw it. I have to look it up. I'll tell you guys before the end of the show. Let me just look into it while while he's talking, and I'll just try to search for it. But also at the end, Rhea was going to the back. She waits for Taker. Taker comes with his motorcycle. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Big cheers.
Yep.
Nothing with political affiliation would cause him to get booed.
Absolutely not, because
even though he could be a Republican all he wants, he's just not a human piece of shit like somebody else we're about to talk about next.
For real, it was Taker. Like, just look at the dynamic of the BSK crew that he rode with when he was. You know what I'm saying? You had him, you had the Godwins.
Yep.
You had Godfather, minority. You had Rikishi, minority. You had Yokozuna, minority, and Savio Vega. So,
yep,
he's not gonna his political views don't reflect the type of person that he is because of the people who he surrounded himself with while he was active. Like, him and Godfather are for real life like best friends. Can't be racist and your best friend is a 6'9" 300-pound black dude. Kind of tough.
And no, I know that, but he's not. He's it wasn't just because we're in California and it's a Democratic state. It was because that one dude we're going to talk about right now was a freaking piece of garbage racist, as the red and yellow man we call.
Yep. However,
yeah. So
that was a highlight of my show right there, though. That was a highlight of him getting booed. And
he got booed out the building,
man.
And he realized he doesn't think it was him. Is a word on the street that he said it was Jimmy Hart?
They wasn't booing Jimmy Hart. How you gonna boo Jimmy Hart, 81-year-old ass, for coming out there and waving a flag and not saying nothing? What Jimmy Hart do to anybody besides make great music for wrestlers in the 80s and 90s? Jimmy Hart wrote the Wolfpack theme, man. Like, come on now. We can't be mad at Jimmy Hart. Jimmy Hart gave us classics. Jimmy Hart deserves a Grammy. And he didn't do nothing. He came out there, he waved the flag. It was that dude. It was that guy. Him just being a terrible, horrible, just a bad person. That's why you got booed.
So
you had celebrities booing.
Let's talk about it. All right, we want to talk about a couple things that there's this page out there on TikTok land that's dedicated for him why he got booed.
Mm-hmm. And it stretches back. It stretches back.
There's a reason why Taker, guys. There's a reason. Story time. There's a reason why Taker's not a fan of this guy.
Mm-hmm.
So Undertaker had a match with him. I guess before that match, he was going around. Oh, my neck, brother. I hope you can take the Tombstone Power Driver. And every time he walked by him, Taker said that he was his neck. Right? He would point to his neck.
Shut up.
They did the match. Taker hit him with the Tombstone. He went to the back.
He had never touched the mat. Flair
nope. Went to the back.
No contact.
Then they went to the back. Guess what? He was in Vince's office, lying on the ground, holding his neck.
Get my wife and kids on the phone. No. Get your punk ass off the floor. Ain't nothing wrong with you.
And so, Taker saw him and said, "Hey, brother, I look back on it, man. I've never saw your head hit the ground. Well, you had it too tight. And no, stop it, man.
No, cut it out. You know what did it for me? It was a couple videos before that when he made Sid quit because he was acting like a punk. He was acting like a fucking child, and he made Sid quit after WrestleMania 8. Well, between that and the whole Sid didn't want to take a drug test and all of that other stuff, but I'm pretty sure he would have been more cooperative if Terry wouldn't have been such a child about whatever it was he was being a child about. Like every video of these that I watch, it starts to make more and more sense, man. Like nobody really wanted to work with this dude, but it couldn't have been. It wasn't publicized because it was basically a career killer for you to talk bad about this guy during that time. So now that everybody's retired and you know what I'm saying, these shoot interviews come out, you got dudes like Sid, who really, aside from the whole Arn Anderson situation, you didn't hear much bad about. Taker, who don't nobody really say much bad about. Bret Hart, if Bret Hart don't like you, I mean, aside from Goldberg, if Bret Hart don't like you, it's a problem because Bret Hart don't not like too many people. But the more and more,
he don't like Bill.
He definitely don't like Billy Two Moves at all. And I don't blame him one bit. I don't blame him one bit. You kick me in my head, cost me my career. It's F you for the rest of my life too.
And he won't call him Goldberg. He will call him Bill Goldberg.
That's his name.
I know.
I'd call him William.
But in those interviews,
further, William Goldberg. But
so
but the more of these videos that I watch on TikTok, the more I already can't stand the dude. I already can't.
Sid Vicious.
Yep, Sid Vicious, Undertaker. It's probably, I think it's like 5 videos that are out right now, but those 2 really stand out. And I've seen that full interview with Taker explaining what happened at because that was Survivor Series 90 or 91. I think it was 1990 when he went over. But you're refusing to lose clean, you're refusing to put people over, all these phantom injuries and all of man, just and now that kayfabe is really not a thing no more, we see you and we know what you're about. We know how you operate. We know how you move, and don't nobody like it. Nobody likes it anymore.
No, nobody likes him.
Except for the people.
He's a racist. Sorry, he's a racist piece of shit, man.
And aside from the people that you got brainwashed, we not falling for that, man. We not falling.
Let's talk about this one. Let's talk about one more thing, and he gets no more of my airtime ever. I mean, I'm never gonna talk about this guy ever again. I swear, man, I'm not talking about this guy ever again. He gets no more airtime from me. Mark Henry.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, guys. Story time. Mark came up, right? And said, Hey, Hogan, I'm not, hey, piece of shit. That's what I'm going to call him. Hey, piece of shit. Listen, you can get your image back. Go to black HBCUs, go to black communities. And the guy refused.
Yep.
Mark Henry gave him a get out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like trying to help this guy out and refuse.
And you didn't want to, which says a lot. And I commend Mark Henry for trying to reach out and extend that olive branch because you know what I'm saying. Like he did it. I feel like Mark Henry did it for the business as a whole. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
Help him restore his image, but he told him no. So cool. I'm pretty sure the number got deleted. I'm not talking to this man no more. I see what you're doing. I see how you are. I see who you are. I'm cool.
Right.
I'm cool. Because if Mark Henry asked me to do anything, I'm not hesitating. Yes, sir. Strong as you are. I've seen you roll a frying pan up into a burrito. I'm not about to tell you no. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But you had the one chance to make good with the people that you pissed off and you refused. Says a lot about the type of person you are. A lot.
Then he had a interview. It was like I can't remember. I think she was on Dateline or something.
With the
so the red and yellow man was doing an interview with Tamron Hall, right? She asked questions about what the event, whatever. Then this dude said, "This is how I know when you're racist, right?" Straight up. This is what he said. I saw the video. He said, "I have a lot of black friends.
Sure you do.
My pastor's black. I got a majority black church."
Yeah.
When people do that, instead of like admitting they're wrong, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I knew that dude was racist as crap at that time.
Yeah. If you can count or you keep in count of how many friends, how many black people you got, there's something wrong. There's something wrong.
Okay.
You don't never hear nobody vouch for.
Well, that's the last time I talk about him, and that's he ain't getting no more of my time, man. No, I'm serious.
But I will close with this. Hopefully, the negative reaction will get him pulled from some more TV appearances.
How about Paul? What's his name from last night? Paul Walter Hauser.
Yeah. Oh man, that was so funny. That was so funny.
He threw it straight at the red and yellow man, right? Because this was live last night.
Yeah, it was. That was so funny.
And the whole MLW crowd booed.
Thank you. MLW.
Yeah.
Thank you, MLW. But yeah.
Okay.
That was funny.
We're going to talk about a little bit of that Jay and Drew last night. But let's talk about before Jay and Drew came out. We got dudes coming out smoking blunts on WWE Raw.
Travis Scott. And nobody knew. Triple H didn't know. Nobody knew. But I guess he figured, hell with it, man. We on Netflix. You know? But,
so he did it. He was smoking. He said, Triple H said, I'm just glad he ain't in hell. But is it really is that a drug they don't really test for no more, right? They don't really.
They don't. But
so they can smoke as much as they want because Liv Morgan does all the time.
Randy, Riddle,
all of them,
everybody. But Jay, did you see what Jay said on the post show when he?
But he just did. Yeah, I was
so
inhale it.
Jay is so funny.
He's just glad he didn't do it live on the air. That's what it was.
Yeah. And that makes perfect sense. But no, I mean, one, you're in California. Like, come on now.
I don't think they'll have Travis Scott back anytime soon.
Yeah, they will. He said, that's what Triple H said. You're going to see more from Travis Scott.
Okay. Why is he the hardcore champion?
Who else going to do it? I mean, who else going to do it? Spike Dudley retired. Truth don't want to go. Truth don't want to go that route. So,
speaking of it, the match was 10 minutes long.
It was definitely a mid match, but I'm glad Jay got the win because it was his first one that he got over Drew, and I think that
I think it's the wrong booking actually right now.
Really, right now?
Drew came back supposed to be strong character and he loses.
Yeah, it's just one match, but you gotta.
I know it's just one match, but you just came back off, wherever you were doing.
You gotta
doing your thing, and
but you gotta try to feed the heel more. You know what I'm saying? Like you definitely have to build or continue to add to the heel character. Like this is just gonna make Drew even more pissed off because he lost. And I really feel like the internet is talking, and we're gonna see that Seth Drew KO kind of working relationship going forward. But what the end game is going to be, I have no idea. As far as the match goes, yeah, pretty mid match. Jay's entrance was way too long, just like it always is. But I don't care. I will dislocate my shoulder every week. Cole on the table.
Cole on the table, dapping people up.
Yo, probably.
So that's a pretty good part of the show.
It was a very full part of the show. Cole and Pat McAfee up on the table. How do I get down from here? Be an athlete, brother. Like, come on, man. Michael Cole.
I know.
60. He
is not an athlete.
No, I mean, listen. He is undefeated at WrestleMania, though. So let's not.
Oh. So is Vince McMahon.
Let's not take nothing away from Cole. Cole is 2-0 at WrestleMania. You got a perfect winning percentage. So let's not take nothing away.
Yeah, but so is Vince McMahon, right?
I'm not counting that.
I mean, the head shaving one, he didn't lose. Technically, it was
Umaga.
It was Umaga that lost, but
hold on, didn't Vince lose to Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania? And
did he?
He lost to Shawn Michaels. I think it was WrestleMania. He lost to the Red and Yellow Man at WrestleMania. Didn't he lose to Shane too?
He wrestled these guys?
I believe he did.
I can't remember.
I believe he did.
Good.
I know he wrestled.
I'm glad
in a street fight because Shawn put a garbage can over him and elbowed him from off the top of a ladder with the garbage can. I think that was like 22 or 3 or something. I don't know. But
I try to like take those memories out of my head from those guys because his match because he doesn't. Vince cannot wrestle.
And he knows it, but it was his company, so he could have done whatever he wanted. So
I know he could. He was the ECW champion.
Yeah, he was also WWE champion. And he won the Royal Rumble.
Right.
Still mad about that. 99 Rumble. Still pissed off about that. But but circling back though, Drew and Jay, I don't think they're done either. We'll probably get another match or two out of them. But I think it's just a slow build to making Drew a bigger heel going forward. But you gotta have some type of direction. Like he wants to be in the title picture. I feel like he deserves to be in the title picture at some capacity. I don't think he should be like one of the main guys, but he does deserve to be kind of up on the top of that card because he's done a lot of solid work, you know, since he's been brought back through the pandemic. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like Drew's kind of earned that spot kind of at the top of the
Okay.
Going forward.
Okay. I like it. But underwhelming match again. All these matches were kind of like underwhelming to me, except for the tribal combat.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. 100%.
I know that Punk, and we're going to talk about now, we're going to talk about Punk and Seth. It went a pretty good distance, 19 minutes, but it just was very underwhelming for those two guys, man.
Yeah, I feel like
they should have saved it for Mania, man.
Or at least
or something else. Or Royal Rumble or something.
Yep, something. But I mean, maybe not Elimination Chamber because they might end up both in the chamber match too. So,
but I don't know why Triple H keeps on putting this guy over. Pepsi Phil.
He's a draw. People like him. You don't, but
and the TikTok video thing I sent you don't like him either.
No, but people.
Remember the guy's the most overrated wrestler?
Yes. Yeah.
Why do they like him so much?
Because
please explain this to me.
Just from my opinion, he reminds a lot of people of Roddy Piper. He draws a lot of Piper comparisons. I like him just because I'm a Chicago dude through and through, and he's like one of the few guys that have been billed from home that are really from home, not like Luger or the Road Warriors or nobody like that. But like he's just, I don't know, man. He kind of embodies the type of people that are from there and super blue collar. His ROH stint was you know up there with some of the best to some people. I really wasn't into ROH when he was there, but I feel like while he was there, he kind of
he was TNA too.
Yeah, for like a match or two. He wasn't.
Yeah,
really
I know.
Long. He didn't really make a splash in TNA.
So was Nigel McGuinness.
Yeah, a lot of people had a cup of coffee in TNA.
But his name wasn't Nigel McGuinness, and I couldn't remember. It was like Wolf something.
Something different, yeah. But people like Punk because he reminds a lot of the old school fans our age and a little older of Roddy Piper, and just a bunch of nostalgia ridden wrestling fans, that kind of want the same a different rendition of what they liked growing up. Can't take his promo skills away from him though. The man is definitely up there on the mic, regardless of how you feel about him. He can cut a promo. He's old.
Don't put the title on him. I'm good.
You don't think he should? No.
He's get up there in age too.
Yeah, he's 45 or 6 or something like that. He's definitely
46.
Definitely.
He has the gray beard.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's not trying to diet or anything. So maybe if he would have dyed his hair and his beard, he'll look a little bit younger.
Of course.
Most of these guys are up there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just found out today that Penta is 39.
Yeah.
Like I had Candice LeRae 39.
Cody's almost 42.
Johnny Gorgonzola 37.
So Cody's almost 40, but he got that blonde hair dyed, man.
Yeah, I think it's time to get rid of that.
Keeps the shave.
Bring the
shave.
Bring the bomber jacket back, Cody. Bring it back. Bring the bomber jacket back.
Because would he black his hair because of his dad?
Mm-hmm. Bleached it for Dusty.
and his brother?
Yes, who's a natural blonde.
He is a natural blonde. Like, is Dusty a natural blonde?
I believe so. Every older.
So he just
Dusty.
Yeah, okay. So that's where Dustin gets his hair from his dad too. But Cody takes it over his mom because his mom's Cubano.
Yes, she is. Which is why I refer to him as the Cuban cornball, corny Rhodes. But
before we end this, you could send Andre over here to the house if you want. I'll come pick him up, fly him back over here.
Please
I'll get him an American Nightmare shirt.
See, now you're going too far. Just now you're going too far. I'll chaperone the plane ride because
I'll buy him a suit, like a Cody Rhodes suit, so he can wear a suit watching Monday Night Raw.
Get him one of them fake neck tattoos that you put the water on.
Yeah. But young kids are always going to go with the baby face like that.
They are. So for those watching, man, my 4-year-old, is becoming a big wrestling fan. He pops for Cena every chance he gets. So we were having a conversation. I've been watching a lot of older, WWE on YouTube. He asked me, "Daddy, is that WWE?" I said, "Yeah." He asked me if I like WWE. I said, "Yeah." He's like, "I like WWE too. Cody's my favorite." My heart, you could hear my heart break into zillions of pieces. Zillions of pieces. This is my baby boy. He looks more like me than any of my sons. This is my guy. This is my dog. That's my man. But he's actually sleeping right now too. I should people's elbow his ass on the bed right now, but I don't know.
Yeah, but hopefully we'll get another match with them too, because what they can both go, and I just want to see a better match.
Yeah, and I think we will. I think each match from them two is going to be better until we get that one stipulation. Like,
did we need a refinish of? So is he going to try to do that to Roman too, so he can get all three Shield members? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no,
he did too. I
see where you're going. I see where you're going. He's not.
Maybe
he's
this
not
is what.
he's not
how about this? How he does this? He hits one right.
Mm-hmm.
Then Roman falls on him. He tries to do it again, and Roman reverses it
and hits him with a GTS.
It hits him with like a Superman punch. So he gets Roman up in the GTS. Like he hits the first one, right?
Yep.
Then he hits against the rope. He goes for it again, but Roman reverses it.
And Superman
hits him with a Superman punch, then a spear or something like that, and wins.
I really feel like
saying hey, you can't do me like you did my brothers. You know what I'm saying?
I think Roman needs to bring the Niagara driver back though. That crucifix sit out power bombs, like a sit down razor's edge.
Yeah. What happened to his submission? He was doing.
He's not heel no more.
I know.
He's not heel no more. But no, Punk's not beating Roman. I feel like that's what we're gonna.
No. If I might start watching WWE if that happens.
You remember how mad I was after last year's WrestleMania?
Yeah.
I love CM Punk.
So I have other wrestling to watch besides that if that happens at WrestleMania.
How late we were up last night talking about wrestling, watching and talking about wrestling last night.
Prestige Wrestling. We found out another one, Prestige Wrestling, out of Oregon.
Right. TNA West, TNA Northwest.
Then they had what's up with all these old Japanese guys coming over here wrestling for the smaller promotions?
No idea, but they maybe it's their farewell tour too. Maybe they're not getting the bookings in Japan, so they're gonna come over here and make some money. But if I see one more 55-year-old bald Japanese dude that's walking like he got glass in his boots, I'm gonna be pretty upset. Because last night I saw 2 main events with 2 really old Japanese and
but
nothing against the Japanese guys, but they're just old.
Before we go,
shoot,
can we shout out Riddle for being the new MLW champion?
Yes, we can. Yes,
I bought a shirt for when I go to Battle Riot.
Are you? Yeah,
I did already.
Okay, that's what's up. I love Riddle.
I waited till he won,
mm-hmm. and
I bought a Riddle shirt. So
add the card as soon as the ref went 1, 2, 3.
No, I waited till today.
Yeah, but congratulations to Matt Riddle. I believe this is his first
major championship like that.
Yeah. So yeah, man, good on him. I love Riddle. I really do. I wish he would have worked it out and stuck it out with WWE.
Was it him and Swerve that wrestled for the title one time? Yeah, they did. Mm-hmm. And MLW before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but
when MLW came back.
Yeah, I feel like he's going to be a good champion.
So he doesn't want to sign with TNA or anybody else. He's MLW's his home. He said he still said he's waiting for a paycheck from TNA from when he wrestled that pay-per-view.
Wow!
But he said it takes like 2 or 3 weeks with him.
Okay, well, as long as pay the man though. Don't be.
I know.
Don't be beefing with nobody over no bread, please. Pay that man because
they've contacted him afterwards. He said MLW is his home right now, but he's happy with him. MLW's probably paying him a good salary.
Yeah, because we were talking about.
He's probably the number 1 guy on the show right now. That's why.
Yeah, which is why he's champion. Yes, absolutely. Because
pay wise too.
Yeah, but his name is bigger than anybody that's in the company right now because of where he's been before he got back. Like you got some.
And Dijak.
Yeah, Dijak too, but Dijak wasn't as big. Dijak, when he was on the main roster of WWE, he was a jobber. Retribution was the worst thing to happen to his career. Like how do you go from having 5-star matches,
Mystico,
5-star matches with Keith Lee at NXT, because Keith Lee and Dijak had some of my favorite matches on NXT. Just overall, because the dudes are too big to be doing the stuff that they're doing, but yeah, can still pull it off. So yeah, I definitely agree with you that Dijak might be up there. Maybe he might become the number one contender. You want to, you kind of want as much star power at the top of your card as you can, and if you have names that people recognize, and they're gonna tune in. Although I'd like to see Alex Kane become champion again.
With his bad hair?
With his bad cut? I think he's going back to the mohawk. That might be why he grown.
Bro, that's terrible, man. That was terrible. Wasn't it terrible?
His mohawk? Yes, his mohawk was horrible. His cut now is even worse. But
so they're back to being the Boomayai Fight Club because Dollar Tree's gone?
Yes. With him and Faye Jackson and your cousin, Mr. Thomas.
Yeah.
You can have a black cousin. If Adam Cole can be my cousin, you can Mr. Thomas can go ahead and can definitely come to the cookout for y'all too.
All right, guys. That's all we have this week. That's all we have time for. Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode. Today we covered the WWE Netflix premiere. We'll be back. In fact, you can expect new episodes every week. Quick reminder again, how you can support us on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, X, and Twitch. Take care, everybody. Till next time. Peace.